Howdy, I don't like intros, but I gotta make one for this video because the channel's kind of going into a little bit of an era right now. Season 4 of the channel is not over, but I'm gonna start Season 5 a bit early. I have been non-stop going with this channel since around August of 2025, and I have finally hit a wall, and I really need to just lay off on the bigger projects for a while, so for quite a bit of time, I'm going to be making videos on smaller mods, just like mods with less than 10 songs, basically, until I'm able to get all my motivation back to work on the bigger projects again. I don't want to take a full-on break because every time I say I'm gonna take one, all of my motivation skyrockets, and I don't want to just outright lie to people in order to get my motivation back up. That just seems really scummy. So what I'm gonna do is instead until I get the motivation back up, I am going to make videos on individual smaller mods for quite a while so I can keep getting content out and keep covering stuff I want to cover in order to make sure that the channel stays alive in any sort of way. So yeah, for the next little while that's what's going to be happening. Don't expect any big rankings like BFDI 26 or FNF port or anything like that soon. Those are coming, but they're going to take a little bit of time to get done instead of these. These are basically just filler episodes, so yeah. Sorry if that's disappointing to some of y'all, but it is what it is. I make these videos for myself and my friends, and I just want to... I need something to give myself a break, you know? But with that said, Where the Evil Lives In. This is a very smaller mod, very obscure. If you haven't seen it, go see it. It is well worth your time. Yes, the developer did something questionable on Twitter, but also they did own up to it, so I don't really care. They are very talented. They made basically the entire mod by themselves, and this mod is really fucking good. Who would have thought? Go give it a shot. It's really well worth your time. And let's get into it, why don't we? It's currently being developed, so I'm only talking about the songs up to the EXE portion of the mod, with Origins. That's the latest update as of me making this video, so we're going to be talking about every song in the mod up to that point, all 5 of them. Let's get into this, why don't we? Starting with my least favorite, unfortunately. Eyes on Me is sadly easily the weakest of the soundtrack in my opinion. Where the Evil Lives In is such a solid mod all around. Every single song in this is at the very least really good, and this is at the very least really good. But I feel like this one is substantially the least really good out of the soundtrack for me. For one thing, I'll get my pauses out of the way, I think Slender Man sounds absolutely killer here. I've always imagined Slendy having a more deeper and more intimidating voice, but honestly, I really like this take on him. I think it makes him sound so much more just odd. I love it. It sounds really pretty too. It's very scratchy and doesn't do high notes very well, but honestly, for the most part, he sounds incredible in this song. Boyfriend sounds incredible here too. I love this usage of him. He's a bit too quiet, yeah, but also I feel like for the most part, when you can hear him, he's very, very nice sounding. Killer really knows how to use this guy. And the instrumental, oh, the rock combined with the hardstyle beats and this amazing drum otherwise is so beautiful to listen to. I adore the instrumental in this song. It is amazing. Too bad that I really don't like how this one is mixed. This is an issue I have with most of the songs in Where the Evil Lives In. I feel like the vocals in this song are way too quiet. Granted, mixing on FL Studio Mobile is difficult as fuck, but I will say I feel like they could be a bit louder to compensate. Like maybe make the vocals a bit louder post-processing to make them just... It feels like they're being overthrown by the instrumental rather than like synchronizing with it, and that ends up making the song feel rather messy and not that fun to listen to compared to the rest of them. Which is such a shame because I feel like a song like this for Slender Man is such a cool idea. This is such a unique take on the character, and it could really work if you tune it the right way, but I just think the mixing is kind of odd on this one. And I also feel like the melodies don't land as hard, but that's just a me thing. As well as Slenderman? Guys, look, it's Slenderman. And as well as Slenderman's vocals not sounding the best when high-pitched. But overall, Eyes on Me is still a really, really good song. I love mods like this, man. Just quality over quantity. And this is just... Unfortunately, the weakest of a particularly strong bunch.
3, 2, 1, go!
Unfortunately, I think Origins is also on the weaker end of this mod. Yeah, newest update, newest song, being one of the weaker ones, it's a bit sad, but I still really like this one. I just have a few issues with it that prevent me from, like, truly adoring it like I do the 3 above this one. It is better than Eyes on Me for a reason, though, so let's get into that. To start off with... Oh! This instrumental fucks. And I mean that. This instrumental is absolutely insane and is 100% what I want out of an EXE song. Extremely campy. Extremely campy, over-the-top rock that does nothing but blast you the entire time. I adore it. The drums are amazing. The guitars are excellent. The pianos, when they come in occasionally, are beautiful. It's awesome. I love it. And EXE himself sounds pretty good here. His chromatic is really nice, and it's a very unique take on his voice, actually. I know the guy who voiced him, and they did a great job with the voice lines, which is where the chromatic was just sampled from. They never actually recorded an actual chromatic, from my knowledge. But yeah, they sound really good here. Their voice being more higher pitched brings a lot of uniqueness to the song, and it sounds really nice. He hits a lot of the melodies extremely well, which, by the way, all of the melodies hit in this song, unlike Eyes on Me. They're so good sounding. And Boyfriend sounds really good here, too. He's not as quiet as he is in Eyes on Me, but he is still a bit too quiet for my liking. And that's a bit of a shame, but he still sounds good here, and you can hear him the entire time consistently. Now, my biggest issue here, though, is probably the mixing, or one of the biggest issues. I think, for the most part, the song is just so overwhelming that the vocals get lost in the sauce, and it's really just odd. Because I feel like this one should be, out of all the ones, should be the ones with the heaviest vocals. Considering how over-the-top and badass it is, it feels the most, like, fitting for it to be whacking you in the face the entire time, you know? As well as there being a very long pause in the middle of the song that's just really awkward and brings the entire thing to a complete halt when it happens. It's not too bad, because this is still an S-tier song at the end of the day, but it's just so bizarre, especially considering it just leads to more of the same. Well, technically, it's a very cool finale part with the mimicking and such, but I feel like they could have easily transitioned into this without the need for that pause there. Just have the guitars go in while the laugh plays in the background, and then do this part. The pause was completely unneeded and kills the song for me. Well, it doesn't kill it, clearly, but it kills its chances of being any higher on the list in my eyes. It's still a really good song at the end of the day. This is one of the best EXE songs I've heard in ages, for all the reasons I listed beforehand, but also, I just feel like, for the most part, this one just doesn't hit as hard as the ones above it for the reasons also listed. Still a really great song. I can't wait to see what they do after this, considering I have no idea what they're adding next. But if this is the direction they're going, I'm more than okay with it. Just fix those few issues with the song and it becomes top tier. Still a phenomenal song regardless, though.
3, 2, 1, go!
From one Sonic song to the other, we have Stitches. This is kind of the middle point of the mod for me. Like, no shit, but also it's kind of the middle point for me in terms of this is where we go from the songs that I really like to the songs that I absolutely love. Man, this is such an incredible song, dude. Oh my god. I was never too big of a fan of the original Sunshine. I mention this because Sunshine is still the best Tailsaws representation we have, even in 4 years later. Someone explain to me how. But I've never been too big of a fan of it. I've always felt like it doesn't fit that much. But this song just... oh, this is everything I could have ever wanted out of a Tails Doll song. And I mean that wholeheartedly. It is amazing what this one does for the character. To start off with, I just want to say that, oh my god, Tails sounds amazing here. This chromatic sounds so hollow and lifeless, yet still so eerily similar to Tails. It's amazing. It's such a good chromatic. It's an excellent evolution from the one in the original EXE, and I adore how it sounds in this one. Boyfriend is a bit too quiet again. Make that 2 for 2 mods in a row, where the biggest issue with all the songs is how quiet Boyfriend is, and despite that, he still sounds really great here. I can hear him perfectly fine. I just wish he was louder to differentiate him from Tails Doll a little bit, because when the two duet, they do blend in a bit, and that's kind of the only thing that keeps this song from going any higher for me, but it's still really, really, really good. The instrumental, though, that is what makes this one for me. Some people have complained that Where the Evil Lives In doesn't fit the characters, and Stitches is always the one that I see get brought up the most in terms of that, but I'd argue this is the one that fits the character the most. It's a rock song, yes, but what they do with it is they take it and combine it with the original vibes and instruments of like Can You Feel the Sunshine and Sonic R. It really feels like a Tails Doll song, and I've never really seen that much of an issue with it. The drums and cymbals in the background sound amazing, the guitars are excellent, the more ethereal feeling of the song is amazing to match. It sounds absolutely lovely. I adore it. Even the more slow and emotional bits, like right here, are truly magical. It's awesome. And the way the twinkles in the background just I love the instrumental of the song, but there's these little twinkles in it that just take me out of it every single time in the best way possible. It's a really nostalgic feeling song, and I love it for that. I don't have much more to say about Stitches. I just think overall this is an incredible song, and while I don't have too many big issues with it, I just think the songs above this one sound a bit better, you know? I'll say, Stitches, you did good, but I just think the other ones did better. That's about it.
3, 2, 1, go!
Paridolia. Oh, this is how you do a classified song. Oh my god. You know, I say that like I've seen the series, which I haven't, but I don't know, something about this one just strikes me as more faithful than every other one I've seen. I don't know what it is about it, but I feel like the way this one is styled feels much more akin to the little of the series that I've seen than everything else I've seen for the series. Especially, even songs like Promotion, which are based on the same character. I don't know. I just think this one feels from the... I've seen the first 2 episodes, but I feel like this one specifically fits the feeling of those 2 episodes a bit more than everything else I've seen. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. I don't know. Why did I go on this tangent at the beginning? I don't know, I kinda like putting personality in my videos. Sorry that I'm not just purely analytical all the time, I guess. So this song is like phenomenal in every way. I just want to say, starting off, that I think this song is probably I hate using this word, but in an objective sense, the best of the soundtrack. I feel like everything this song does is just a bit stronger than the one I have in first place, even though I do like the first place one more. The instrumental is beautiful here. It combines that hardstyle rock feeling that I love from the rest of the soundtrack, and combines it with SM64 instrumentation and instruments, and it sounds absolutely beautiful. The way those instruments peek in every now and then to just give the track that little more flair sounds gorgeous, and I absolutely cherish how it sounds. And it gives off this amazing feeling of twisted childhood nostalgia that I adore to no end. It is absolutely good. Well, yeah, no duh, but like, I'm bad at talking, okay? The vocals in this song sound great too. Boyfriend isn't too quiet for once, and Stanley sounds absolutely incredible here. This chromatic is one of the best Mario chromatics I've heard from this community, if not the absolute best, and that is saying a lot. It is immaculate in every way, and it sounds heavenly here. especially with the melodies, which are all so good. Overall, I don't really have any issues with Paridolia. It is a beautiful and amazing and gorgeous and absolutely killer song in every single way. I just like number 1 more. Like, again, this is objectively the best one. I hate that word so much, you guys have no idea. But I just like number 1 more. Then I think that's respectable. So, let's get into it. Why don't we? I feel that in my gesture, there is your gesture, and in my voice, your voice. I don't want to have you, because in my being, everything would be finished. I just want you to appear in me like the faith and despair, so that I can take a drop of dew in this cursed earth that was left over my flesh like a stain from the past. But you will not know that I was the one who retrieved you, because I was the great intimate of the night, because I touched my face to the face of the night and heard your loving speech, and I brought to myself the mysterious essence of your disordered abandonment. And I will possess you more than anyone, because I can leave in all the lamentations of the sea, the wind, the sky, the birds, the stars will be your present voice, your voice absent, your voice serenized.
3, 2, 1, go!
My favorite song and Where the Evil Lives In, an ending that I created. This song is a fucking mess. I just want to say this before we get into this. This song is very heavily flawed. For one thing, the mixing is really whack. The vocals are really quiet, they're very hard to hear. Boyfriend in this song specifically is possibly the worst that he's mixed in the mod. He still sounds good, yes, but he's very hard to hear for most of the time. And it's very odd, to say the least. The instrumental is very tonally inconsistent. It's constantly going, yet it sometimes just starts and stops with these weird drum breaks that don't sound that good. Or, well, they do sound good, yes, but it's just so jarring compared to the rest of the song that makes me think they don't sound good, even though they do. And the entire thing, it just doesn't really feel like something you'd imagine a DDLC song being. It feels less like a DDLC song and more like a normal hardcore song that would belong to like literally anything that isn't DDLC. This song is one of the best of 2025. Yeah, this song is beautiful in every single way. I love an ending that I created. This song is absolutely phenomenal to me. Now I want to start off the praises for the song by saying that, just getting the technical stuff out of the way so I don't bother myself with it later. Monica's chromatic here is the best she's ever sounded in the entire community. It's sampled from her actual voice, which, while less effort than getting an actual voice actor to play her in the mod, I appreciate a lot more because it sounds way more faithful, and it just sounds amazing in the song anyways. He sounds beautiful here. Boyfriend sounds great, even though he is way too quiet for what this song is. I really like how he sounds here. He serves as an amazing pairing with Monica, and their duets are beautiful. And the instrumental is heavenly too. The way it feels so demanding, it feels so desperate and calling. It feels calling. Good job, y'all letter. It feels like it's calling out to someone you love, yet you can't see anymore. It's... I need to find more words. I say the same stuff way too often and it bothers me. I need to get a bigger vocabulary. But an ending that I created is something that's really special to me. I know that this song is just typical for most people that have seen it. I get that I'm very weird with my opinion on it, but this song to me is the most just fitting and respectable song for DDLC in the community. It feels the most like the game to me, which is weird considering what it is and what I said at the beginning of this entry. But it feels so in character for Monica. You would expect a song for Monica to be you would expect it to be more soft and melodic, like with pianos and such. And maybe a song for this scene specifically would go for something that's more so like Epiphany, which don't worry, I'll get to you eventually. Just you wait. But I feel like this scene, I feel like this song represents this scene in a completely different manner, and I love it. It feels so desperate, like it's just a mask on top of how Monica's actually feeling. It's got this air of, like, just necessity to it. She's desperate. This is the last chance she gets to prove to you that she's worth your time. Her last chance to get you to stay with her forever. And she needs to put her all into it. This song makes it feel like she's doing perfectly fine with it, but you can feel as the song goes on that she gets more and more lost as she starts crying out more and more as her voice gets higher and higher. It's so good. The way this song just traverses through this amazing story without any semblance of word or context given in any sense. It is masterfully well done. And the way the song ends with this more sad part near the end, or I don't want to say sad part, that's way too vague and just way too simple and dumb. This emptiness, it's so hollow and decrepit. You know, this DDLC is a game that I have a very personal attachment to. Most people like the game for the fourth wall elements, but I love the character in DDLC. And this song showcases Monica's character in such an amazing way. Starting off bubbly and cheery as if nothing's wrong, getting desperate to get you to stay with her near the middle, and the ending where she just gives up. There's nothing left. She isn't gonna get her way, so why bother trying anymore? It's a song that I really love for a lot of reasons. I don't even know how to justify it fully. An ending that I created is just such a special song. It will live with me for a very long time. It's a song that you kinda gotta experience for yourself to understand why it's so good. But when you get it, you really get it. I love this song. And that was Where the Evil Lives In. I don't like outros. Go give the mod a shot. Interact with the video, like and subscribe. Comment your ranking in the mod below. I'd love to see what y'all think. And yeah, I'll see y'all around. I hope you enjoyed. Join the Discord in the description. I'd love to see more of y'all there. The A game progress is going good. I'm gonna start leaving updates like this at the end of all the videos now that it's going. It's going good. Script is making good progress. The episode should drop before the end of March, I'm hoping. But no promises. No promises on release dates, because it's basically just a big friend group making the mod with a few other people. And I don't want to rush anyone in terms of development, so we'll just have to see what happens with that. But, yeah, go support the devs of Where the Evil Lives In, go play the mod yourself. It's really well worth your time, like I said. It's so good. And I'll see y'all around for the next ranking. It should be something pretty special. I'll see y'all then. I've been y'all Letter, and I'll see y'all later. Peace out.